As the new face of the BVI Tourism Board prepares its rescue and recovery strategy for the tourism sector, the board, along with Premier and Minister for Tourism Dr. Orlando Smith, held a tourism stakeholders meeting on Thursday to share ideas and concerns about the way forward for the BVI as a tourism destination. Walter Barrett has this report from Thursday's stakeholders meeting.
Identifying innovative ways of strengthening the tourism market was the thrust behind Thursday's Tourism Rescue and Recovery Strategy consultation, during which time tourism and hospitality stakeholders had the opportunity to openly share their concerns about various issues affecting tourism in the BVI. Premier Orlando Smith, in his opening remarks, informed Thursday's audience that in upcoming weeks, the board would be focusing on the territory's primary market in the US and Europe, while exploring new opportunities in Canada and South America as the BVI seeks to add to its tourism menu.
In the next several weeks, the board will turn its attention looking at our marketing in our primary market in the United States and Europe, while at the same time examining market opportunities in Canada and South America, where the economies of Brazil, Chile, and Argentina are doing well. We have to strengthen our product and add to our current tourism menu, while at the same time explore ideas for making them more attractive and relevant for continued and enhanced development. I am pleased that members from the private sector are here, as you are the ones who have to drive this economic engine of the territory. Let me reaffirm my government's commitment to balancing your interests as active participants in the tourism sector. We have to listen to your concerns and suggestions and to get a full grasp of all the related issues.
Several of the tourism stakeholders present for Thursday's meeting rose and voiced their concerns regarding various aspects of tourism. There were calls for the development of BVI culture amidst its corporate development, preservation of the territory's natural environment, and marketing closer to home, among other things.
The Tourist Board is doing an excellent job in promoting high-end tourism. I think, you know, the YCCS and the big spenders that are being brought in, and the corporate level of tourism has had a very thorough working from the Tourist Board, and I think it's probably time to also to develop the grassroots. The grassroots is a key part of the identity of the islands that people are coming here to see. And I think a lot of the industry partners, as we're called, feel that they are perhaps being left out of the big picture as a result of the development of high-end industry.
If you look at water, energy and waste right now on the island, they are very problematic, and they're having huge impacts on our coral reefs, on the prices resorts pay for electricity, those sorts of issues. So I think if we put resources into looking after what we have, that's what we have to do. And in terms of marketing, I don't think it needs to come out in a picture, but it needs to come out when people come here. They see recycling bins, they see sewage, or they don't smell sewage in Road Town.
We talked about South America, we talked about Canada, we talked about England, I even heard talk about China. All those are great. We're right here in the Caribbean. I've traveled, even in Aruba, Curacao. There's people coming in, living in those countries who don't even know we exist, and would love to escape their own destination for another one. And we're going all over the world, and they're right here in our region. So we need to focus on some of that.
Concerns were also raised during the meeting about security issues, such as the increasing number of thefts involving dinghies and small vessels, which one concerned resident said could escalate into something more dangerous if not addressed in the near future.
I personally, and I think we all should be very grateful for the fact that so far the global sailing community has not reacted to theft as it happens in the BVI. But let me give you a few statistics to tell you just how dangerous the situation might be. Dinghy thefts tend to come in sort of spate, and then it lets up for a while. After one such period, when I think 6 dinghies amongst our fleet of about 70 boats had been stolen, we did a little investigation, and we were able to identify among people that would talk about it, in the space of 2 months, 31 dinghy thefts. That's a lot of dinghy thefts when you consider that for a boat, that's more important than a car, because you can't step out onto the water and catch a taxi. It's a real impediment, and some real effort needs to be done to correct that.
Newly appointed chair of the BVI Tourist Board, Russell Harrigan, explained that several committees have been set up within the Tourist Board to look at issues surrounding marketing, finance, product, airlift, and policies used, to name a few. He said these committees will submit their recommendations to the board after examining the challenges in these various areas, some of which the board will adopt and take to the ministry as required, all in an attempt to sell the BVI as one of the best tourism products in the world. This is Walter Barrett for JTV News.